Hello, my fellow humans, and welcome back to another Daily Dice, where we ask the dice for a message and find out what that is. Today we are going to do messages in love, keeping in mind that these are general messages, so please take what resonates and leave what does not, knowing that as you interact with the channel by liking, commenting, and subscribing, it does allow me an opportunity to directly connect with your energy and get you out more resonant readings. If you are interested in supporting the channel further, you will find all the links necessary down below in the description box where you can email me for a private reading. Keeping in mind there are a finite amount of spaces available each week. They do fill up rather quickly. It is first come, first serve, but if you send me an email, I'll let you know how many spaces are available, scheduling options, as well as further information from there. Also, if you are interested, check out my podcast. You'll find the link down below. I'm on Spotify as well as Anchor FM. It's Scatter Love Radio, where I do talk about anything and everything, and it's just a fun, chill hangout session with yours truly, and I truly hope to see you there. So let's go ahead and get into the Daily Dice and find out what is today's message in love, Source. What messages do you have for us on the Daily Dice in regards to love? What would you like us to know? What would you like my fellow humans to know in regards to love, Source? What is the Daily Dice in regards to love? So we have 9th house, Gemini, and Venus energy. Right. That's right. Yeah. Sorry, I don't know what I was thinking real quick here. Okay. So, yeah, something is very spiritual. Honestly, y'all know I don't like to talk about twin flames, and I'm not a big with the labels, so... But I cannot deny the fact that with Gemini and the 9th house coming out together, this definitely does give higher soulmate vibrations, okay? Whatever you want to call it, it's what you want to call it. Let me just say that, but I just give that disclaimer at the beginning here, okay? There's a lot of adaptability within this connection. There's a lot of, there could be travel involved, like I'm feeling like across the world type travel, different continents, different states, just like around the world is what it feels like. You're far away from one another, and there's this connection that's coming where you're going to be able to see one another, and the connection itself is changing. It's being attracted to you, right? With this Venusian energy at the end here, we're talking about magnetism here. So there's something that you're doing. There's some sort of path that you're taking where you're magnetizing your energy and you're becoming the beacon for calling in your higher soulmate. The love that you're meant to have, right? The love that's always been meant to be yours. And it's not necessarily the one that you think it is. It's just the one that's meant to be. So I hope that makes sense. And it's not meant to trigger anybody. It's truly meant to have us open ourselves up to who's meant to love us, rather than trying to place a label on another person, which we so often do as humans because we feel like we know it all. But remember, only a fool thinks he knows everything. And so we don't know it all. And we're human, which means that we make mistakes. And that's okay. So this is just reminding you to allow yourself to open up to what Source has for you. There's a tap on the shoulder I just felt right now very clearly. So this is someone who is, it's behind you. You don't see who they are, is what they're showing me right here. This is someone who you may have had dreams about, and you may recognize this person as someone you know, but it's because this person embodies aspects of this person who you think it might be. This is someone who communicates to you, i.e. through divination, so you may be getting messages from this person through tarot readings, through your own tarot readings, through divination, through automatic writing, things like that. Okay? This is someone who's, your cultural differences are very profound, your different ethnicities, okay? This is someone who's very wise and is very educated. And they could have a very different religion than you have, right? So you could be spiritual and they could be very religious, or you could be very religious and they could be very spiritual. So that's the type of difference that's going to be happening here. We're talking about communication, though. There's going to be communication through, this could be social media, this could be social networks, this could be friends, but there has been some sort of duality that's been made present here. And we're talking about being able to adapt There's going to be some sense of intelligence that's coming through between the two of you. Like, what is that I'm trying to say here? Psychic, no, telecommunication. Yeah, telecommunication is coming through here. Very profound. There's a lot of love here. There's a lot of attraction. This could turn into a relationship soon. Maybe not quite the relationship to what you were thinking of. This is something that's going to be more profound than you could have ever imagined, right? It is tied to your finances. I see that a lot with these types of readings, that it's once you're settled and you're not looking for someone to come in and save you or even trying to lift you up. It's where you're settled and set on yourself. You're going to be in this place of attracting this because you're going to be living in that femininity where you're able to receive. You're going to understand what it is to receive, right? Which, even though chasing finances, if you will, is a very masculine act, it's the act of receiving finances that's very feminine, right? Understanding that that's what you deserve. So there's a lot of sociability here. This is something that people are going to see you and be like, wow, that's a true power couple. There's a lot of peace that's coming here through this. This is very, like, whatever it is that you've experienced up until now feels very disruptive, and this connection is very peaceful. There's not hurt here between you. There's no disharmony between you. It's literally something that you don't see coming, okay? I don't feel like this person ghosted you. I don't feel like this person did you wrong. I don't feel like this person ran away from you. I don't feel that at all. I feel like this is something that you've been working towards, maybe in regards to someone else, but because of that idea of love that you've held inside of your mind and your heart, you're actually manifesting the truth of it in this reality. But it may not be with the person who you think it should be, okay? It's going to be with who it's meant to be, all right? So they're making that very clear right now. And that's hard because as a human, you know, we get so set on one way. It's like we have to have it this way. It has to be this way. And if it's not, then it's wrong. And, you know, we have to understand that there's a lot about these higher connections that, in truth, people are feeding on in order to gain, you know, status, in order to get money, in order to dupe people into their products, and so on and so forth. And what they're not showing and telling people is that they know in their heart of hearts, and while your intuition may be leading you towards one person, it may be leading you towards that person in order to heal karmic debts. And this person has to fill an ideal for you for a time being in order for you to truly call in who's meant to be here for you, okay? And that's a very big concept. It's a very spiritual concept. That's why I have a hard time with the labels, because as humans, we label everything. That's a very human act. And this type of love that we're seeing here is not human, okay? It's not. It's a very spiritual love that's coming in. Something in the ethers that's been going on. I feel like this is your angels that have been like tugging you. Come on, let's go this way. Let go of that. Let's go this way. Come on, let's go that. No, let go of that too. Let's go this way. Let's go that. No, I know that looks good. I know that, no, but that's not what we want you to have. Let's go this way. And slowly but surely you've been doing what you've been asked. Look, yin, we have that feminine energy coming in, trust, intuition, patience, spirituality, and receptivity. Look, I cannot make this stuff up, y'all. I just can't, okay? It's just the cards are so amazing. And it's actually not the cards. It's source energy that's coming through. So just that connection with source, when you really develop it, it becomes so profound. I feel like they want two of these for some reason. Yep. I felt it. I felt it. I absolutely adore these cards. I'm just so in love. Look, we have flamingo on the bottom. Embrace the in-between. Yeah, so there's something in between right now that you're dealing with. You're not, it's kind of like in the in-between. Let go of that. Let's walk this way. Let go of that. Let's walk this way, right? That's exactly what I was saying. And it's like, that's what it feels like. You're in the in-between right now. In between letting go of what you thought it was and embracing what it is, you know? Look, underneath that. That's why I stopped, because it's like, what the heck? Spirit has a plan with Koala Spirit. Spirit has a plan for you, right? Only a fool thinks they know everything. That's a very profound concept. So let's see what this is. Square. A challenging situation and a mountain to climb. That's exactly what this has been for you. This has been a challenge. To bring in love has been a challenge. Maybe you've tried to date. Maybe you tried to go out with people and you tried to connect with people and it's just been, oh, that was no fun, or like they stopped talking to you. But I feel like this person that's coming in has never ever ghosted you. I feel like they've never not, like, it's like, why do I hear this song right now? I'll never not want you. I'll never not need to feel your touch at night. If there's one thing I will never not need, I'll never not need you. Who is that? Boyzone, I think is who it is that sings that. Yeah, it's like this person has always wanted you. The moment they saw you, they wanted you. From the moment they met you, they wanted you. And they're moving forward because they want you. Like, it's not something they're going to run away from because they're not scared of you. They're not going to be scared of you. They're not going to be scared of themselves. Okay? Look at this. Number 55, right? Master number coming in here, which equals 10. 10 is all about abundance. It's all about completing a cycle, starting anew, right? We have snake spirit here with time to heal. I cannot, that's what I keep feeling. It's like I feel like there's this idea that it has to be someone. That's the only person that it can be, and that's what they're asking you to heal from. Can you be okay if it's not this person that you have in mind? I could feel the resistance come through on that. That's why I stopped. I was like, woof, that was heavy. I could almost cut that with a knife. Can you be okay? And can you also heal from it not being this person all this time? Because holding on to it has created a lot of upset in your own life. Right? It's bit you. Time and time again. It's bit you like a snake. Look, and koi fish. There is always enough. With number 36, which is 9. See, we have 9 and 10 coming out together. It's very profound here. Right? It's like it's not enough if it's someone else. There's always enough. How do you know that the person that it's meant to be isn't going to give you everything that you asked for and more? You know, when you think about a koi fish will grow as big as the tank it's in will allow it to. Right? Koi fish can get really big. They can also stay really small. But if you stay in a small mindset, you're never going to grow to your full potential. And so it's asking you to grow to your full potential here. Let's get some of the yin yang cards on it. Can we please call some yin yang cards out here, Source? Can you please let us know more about this? More about the situation, Source. More about the situation. Yeah, this is definitely... Look at how that disharmony and triggers landed right there. Conflict. On the bottom, rebirth, winter. Yeah, this is a situation that's asking you to change. Whoa, okay, what's trying to... North Node, cosmic purpose. All right. So I'm just going to put this here. Because the deck's being all slippery right now. So let's talk about this. Whoa, you got a grip of these cards. All right, cool. We'll go through it. We're here together. We'll go through it. We'll get it. Look at this card. Oh, wow. Wow, I didn't even know that that was 2 cards together. Until debt tear us apart, contracts, careers, and commitments with Saturn, the planet of tough love. We have disharmony, triggers, and conflict. Whoever this person is that you thought it was supposed to be has been triggering you. There's been a lot of disharmony here. There's been a lot of conflict between you. This has been a season of tough love. This has been for you to understand that you don't have to hold on to something that's not meant for you. And especially when you let it go, if it's meant for you, it will come back to you. But if you let them go and they don't come back to you, it's almost like you go back to holding on to them again. Like it has to be them. It has to be them. It has to be them. And that's why they're saying this has been a challenging situation for you. This has been a very challenging situation for you. And y'all know how I am with these love readings. I do them because I need to, but I just, the twin flame stuff, it gets to be really, it's like sugar, right? It's addicting. It's addicting like sugar, and that's even more addicting than crack cocaine. It's just a very intriguing thing that people go through with this mindset when it comes to twin flames, and it's drawing us away from the truth of who we are meant to be. Even if you're not a twin flame, it doesn't matter. What the truth is of the journey itself is to find self-love, and it's truly drawing us away from it when we think that we know everything about it, you know? because it's something that's going to be individual for each person, but we trust these gurus to tell us, to teach us, to give us ideas on how to attract this person that we have to have, rather than finding the truth out for ourselves, because the truth is even more scary than the idea of being able to manifest this person that we have an idea of in our lives. Yeah. It's a soul tie. Reunion soul ties. The first card to come out from this gigantic pile is soul ties. It could be a reunion, right? You could be a reunion, but that's not the feeling that I'm getting here. This feels like a soul tie. This feels like a contract that needs to be disconnected from you. Yeah, closed off, guarded, resistance. This is how I've been feeling. This is something that's hard for you to accept, or it's hard for the idea of what you've learned about this journey to accept, because you've learned so much and you've learned from everybody, and it's like, but that's not what everybody's saying. Sometimes the people who don't walk in the same direction as everyone else are the ones who are speaking the most sense. You know, if everybody in this twin flame journey goes and walks off a cliff, are you going to walk off a cliff with them? That's just something to ask yourself. I don't know what's right for you or what's wrong for you. I'm just reading the cards as they're coming out. I'm reading the energy that's coming through. Yeah, because there's been a lot of confusion around it. A lot of illusions. We have Neptune coming here. Not knowing what's up from down. Not seeing what's right from wrong. Right? But trying to work towards your transcendence and your unity with self. But it's been hard because you're trying to hold on to this idea over here. Right? You're trying to hold on to this idea that keeps holding you back. And I get it. I've been there. I've been there. Finally, I had to let go. I get it. I don't speak from lack of experience. I speak from experience of holding on to someone for years and years and years and saying it has to be them. It has to be them. And then that whole idea of letting them go, and if they're yours, they'll come back around. I let them go, and it just left me in a world, like a wind world. A whirlwind of hurt and pain and suffering and heartache, because they just, like, for as much as I was there for them, this person disappeared from my life when I let them go. And then I would try to bring them back, and then I'd let them go, and then I'd try to bring them back, and then I'd let them go, and then finally I had to tell myself, is this worth the pain that you go through every time? Is this worth the heartache that you go through every time? And it wasn't. It wasn't to me. I'd rather be loved by somebody who wants to love me back than to chase somebody and try to convince them to love me because of this idea and this title. Karma, balance, and justice. Yeah. This is you clearing out old karmic ties with your love, right? It's been difficult. It's been hard, but you're bringing in justice as well. It's like for every karmic situation you cleanse out, you're bringing in justice, which will even that balance. But it's like there's something about love that you've been holding on to that you don't want to let go of because of rejection, loss, and feeling fragmented, not feeling whole, which is an illusion. That's also an illusion because you're a whole being exactly as you are in this moment. You're not incomplete. A person doesn't complete you. You're a complete being by yourself. See? Limitations because of your fears. Fears from the ghosts of the past. What if I'm wrong? What if I'm right? That doesn't matter right now. Right now, the only thing that matters is loving yourself so deeply that you do what is best for yourself and rebirth yourself and walk in your North Node, right? Because you are receiving messages in your dreams. We heard that in the beginning. You may have dreams about this person. And it may, and Source may be using this person that you believe that it is to bring those messages from this person in the future because that's who you're comfortable with. Or it could also be the subconscious is confusing it, and because that's the only person that you're thinking about, putting that person's face in that place so that you'll accept those messages. It's funny what our subconscious will do for us sometimes. But there's a lot of magic coming in. That's my air conditioner, if you're wondering. Your ancestors are guiding you away from this. They're guiding you away from the illusions. They're trying to help you see the light. Because there's been a lot of control that's been going on and control tactics. And again, this is that energy that I was telling you. It's like there's a lot of people out there who claim to be with their twin, who claim to be with this, who claim to have their higher soul mate. I'm not saying they're right or wrong. But there are as many narcissists in the spiritual community as there are in the regular world. So why are we going to trust every source that we come by? Why are we not going to listen to our own intuition? And even if it hurts, even if it goes against what we believed it was once and we know it is now, okay? If it's saying what we know is true now and we don't want to go with that because it goes against what we once believed, you know, we're falling into the trap and we're letting others control us with mind tactics. And that's exactly what this feels like, a mind tactic here. And there's separation and longing, because there is longing here, especially if you're longing for your soulmate. Of course there is. Of course there is. But it's not about painting the picture the way that you wanted it to be or the way that your emotional ego was. And thinking about it, when you met your twin that you think is your twin flame, okay? And I say this lightly, what happened in your life when you met them? Were you just on doing the thing that you were always doing? You guys were friends, like things worked out for you, and then you got involved with somebody and then you guys split? Or maybe you guys bumped uglies and then you split. It was kind of like it was a narcissistic situation. This person broke your heart. How did they break your heart? These are all things to ask yourself, because I guarantee for a vast majority of you, you will find that it's very much the same way that other relationships have broken your heart, and that is not what this connection is all about. And that's just something to look into. And so I feel like for whoever this resonates with, okay, it's just meant to open you up to the idea that there is love coming, but it might not be what you expected it to be. So don't keep yourself from receiving that just because of an old idea. And this reading went on so long, and I'm so sorry, but this is what I have for you. If you resonate with this in any one way, shape, or form, leave a little wind blowing emoji, the one that goes whoosh, like that down below, and say, I call in my highest love. I call in my higher self. So let Source know that you are open to receiving this. Leave me a thumbs up down below. I'm going to go ahead and leave it there and get on out of here. I want to take a quick second to thank your guides, your spirit messengers, your angels, Source, and my spirit guides for coming together to give us this message. And until next time, stay human. Bye.